Hey, what's going on, guys? Kalamazi here, and with the MDI looming being today, it might actually already happen depending when this video comes out, but regardless, with that looming and the season getting to the midway point, I want to make a video series, or start a series, on Warlock utility in Mythic Plus, looking at things like top demonic gateway spots, which this video today is going to be about. Other videos in the future, gateway spots, demonic circle usage with soul burn without, singe from your imp being pretty important in a handful of keys as well, purge from your fel hunter being important, and just like general utility, when to use weakness, when to use tongues, AoE, when to blight of tongues, when to blight of weakness, and try and break that down more from an M plus POV. So if you want to see that, come back, sub to the channel, all that. But today, we're going to be looking at top Warlock gateway spots in patch 12.0 and Midnight Season 1. Okay, now before we get too far into the video, I do want to mention that these are going to be like the top gates that I know that are a thing in M Plus for Warlock and S1 and Midnight, but there's probably some gates that I missed somewhere. If there is, I'm only human, and I know it's crazy to believe, but if I missed some gates, whatever, put it down below in the comment section. I'll make a pinned comment of like the gates we missed, if there's anything of relevance, whatever, but we're mixing in quality of life and like just important skips here that you might not need to do in every key, but at least knowing of them makes it a lot easier for if you're asked to do it at some point in some key. Now we're starting off in Skyreach, an older dungeon, but there are actually two gates in here that are of relative importance. One for sure, the other we're gonna look at right here, the first one, not as much, but it's good to know regardless. Now, maybe you've seen the gate skip past Rookron, second boss in here. Past the wind tunnel off the side of the stairs, no big deal. The first gate skip is actually when you walk in the front door. I think the M plus pedestal is right here on Mythic. It's right behind me. You walk in the door, here we are. All you literally have to do is soul burn a gate. Well, soul burn if you want to. Throw your gate. Bang, there you go. I'm a dwarf, I'm pretty short. If you're here and try and put it down, you're going to be LOS and things you can't really see. I can't see over the edge sometimes, but it's fine. Toss your gate here. If you take it, it's going to fling you up here on the first boss's platform. Is this useful in pugs? Chances are exceptionally low. But if they want you to do it, that's how you do it. Some groups have indeed tried to make this work. I haven't seen any strats with it being like super relevant yet. Some have done this. They had their tank run up here and gather this up and then pull the boss. Some have like had their tank run around, the group wait for the tank to get here, then gate up and pull everything together. It's good to know that it's here, but obviously have your tank go first, because otherwise you're going to pull thread and it's going to hurt. All right, second gate spot in Skyreach. Rookron is dead, which is the third boss in here. Here's the Wind Gauntlet we all know from back in the day. I put a circle down usually, because sometimes I fall off being an idiot trying to put a gate down, but you can put a gate right about here to there in the gauntlet by just hitting your soul burn and then trying to throw a gate when you're standing roughly on the edge right about here. I am a dwarf, and I didn't realize this until earlier. It is much harder as a dwarf in a shorter class to put this gate down than others. I haven't really tried until today when I swapped to dwarf. This took me probably 30 attempts to get down. Regardless, though, it is possible. There's your proof. This bird does shoot a tornado out, so if he's doing it, make sure you're looking where he's, or I guess when he's shooting. If you take the gate like this, when he's throwing a tornado, you're going to get knocked off. Watching. Gating, maybe trying to gate, possibly. Yeah, being a dwarf is not good for this. There you go. So you get across, and as long as the gate's not like on the very edge right here, or more over there, you'll be okay. Unlike me. Okay, so when it comes to Algeth'ar Academy, there are two gates that I see used a decent bit. Neither of them are really like super important, but there are uses to them, I guess, in a sense. So the first gate I want to show here is after the first boss is dead. You jump across here, you kill the mini boss here, Croth, the bird boss is over there. I just killed it. We're heading over here. This gate is simple. Literally, all you do is you jump across, you land, and you go like this. And it might not seem like, oh, this is like super important or impactful. I promise it can go down if you try hard enough. I promise. I'm a dwarf now. I can't see. I'm too short. There you go. I forgot. I can't see over the edge as a dwarf. So right about here, you put this gate down. It might not seem like it's that important, but I've seen so many pugs try to skip by walking along this in their mount, and they just pull it. Put the gate down, slam the gate. Got to be a dwarf, or find the right angle if you're super small. But there you go. Jump across, nobody pulls it, you walk around with ease. And the second gate's going to be back at basically past the first boss, heading to Echo of Dorogosa, being the final boss in Algeth'ar Academy. This gate was used a bit during beta. I haven't seen it used really in many routes ever since Midnight actually hit retail and things. It allows you to skip this Invoker pack that's at the top of the stairs, as well as the pack over here behind the wall. But you have to add more mobs to your like path anyways for count. So it's sort of like a, you can do it, but do you want to do it kind of thing. You go right here, find this little crack roughly, and extend your like cursor over the hill and then try to toss a gate down. And there it is. If you gate, it flings you through, right through this crack. You can skip basically both invokers here, the Echo Knight, and if you're real fancy, meaning, well, mount up and walk between them. And there you go. So you can essentially skip this, and then you don't need to pull this pack a whole lot, but if you want to skip the double invoker Echo Knight pull, you can maybe add like mobs somewhere else along the way, possibly past Croth, and or more in Vexmis's like general area. But when it comes to Nexus Point Xenas, there's basically only one gateway that I know of in here, and it's not super impactful. I recommend also not trying to solo normal Nexus Point Xenas for whatever reason. Anyways, so basically I'm over here, right boss, core warden, Maisara. Whenever the boss dies, you have to run up the stairs here, run along and click the console to spawn the half of like the crescent moon or whatever in to basically, you know, once you get both, the middle boss opens and activates, you can fight him. If you put a gate here, when the boss is dead, you can gate up the hill. It saves your group like 5 or 6 seconds as far as like travel time is concerned, running around the side, up the stairs, around the edge, into the thing. It might not seem like a lot, but saving 5 or 6 seconds can mean the difference between a key being depleted and a key being timed. So that's about it. I don't know of any other gates in here. I thought there was one on the edge here where you could skip here to here to avoid these elementals. Maybe it was on beta. I'm just crazy, not really sure, but I haven't been able to find it. So as far as I know, this is the only real relevant gate in Nexus Point Xenas. Okay, Pit of Saron. So I know of one skip in here that I was told of by a baby brain a couple days ago. I've heard there's one after Ick and Crick, which is basically sitting like right over here along this wall that you can skip this pack, maybe this pack with. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. He wasn't sure of it either. I can show you the one that I'm aware of here. And if I find this before I finish making this video, I'll put it in the video. If not, know that it might be there, but I haven't been able to find it as of yet. So let's say you're coming in at the start, pulling basically down here. Routes do vary a little bit. Most end up heading down this way, pulling this pack here, grabbing these captives here, here, and here, and heading up the quarry along this path here. Now, we're basically sitting right about here. There's the Necrolite that I killed with this pack with the smaller about like skeletons in there and stuff at low health. Now, when you're coming over here, there's a gate there already. Spoilers. You have this Graveblade and this Proto-Drake padding around here. This pack you can walk past pretty easily, but this not as easily. At the same time, you have this Gargoyle, Shadebringer, Tormentor pack over here, which makes it more difficult to try and, well, skip. Really can't for the most part, with ease, right? Now, if you want to skip this, whether it's this or both, and be able to just basically land right here, all you have to do is walk over here and put a gate right about here to right about there. Now, I placed this gate here on purpose because this thing, this is like the Eye of Arthas or whatever. If you get too close, it'll shoot you. I promise it will. Right about here. There you go. It puts its gaze toward you. So if you put it right about here, it's a bit too far. It's not a huge deal. It does damage. If you put the gate back more, like right about here, because the gate spawns in front of you, keep that in mind. So if you're right about here, align with this crystal, and you slam it down and put it there, there's no eye activation or anything, right? It's basically on the cusp of activating past this little line right here. But as long as you're right here, basically align with this and gate down, all you do, put it down, slam the gate, and walk forward. Jump. It's gonna like say, hey, I'm looking at you, whatever. I don't think it does anything. It might shoot you once. I don't think it does much either way, but it's basically that. If you can stretch this gate further, heck yeah. I'm actually not sure if you can, but we can give it a shot and see. Let's see. Gate. It goes to about right there. I don't know if you can, though, because there's a little lip here. I don't believe you can. You're playing it pretty close, putting it right about there. So more or less about here is what you can, where you can put it. But as long as you're like putting it in that general vicinity, taking it, slamming it, hopping back up, should be fine. That allows you to skip this and or this, come out here, walk in there, pull that with a captive, then move on with life past there. Okay, now as far as second skip is concerned in here, there are some groups opt to skip this pack here, which has this Pathing Gargoyle as well as his Rotting Ghouls in here for Ick and Crick. Most groups end up pulling it in for like resource gen and things, obviously from other classes, but jumping into Ick and Crick is super easy. You just jump right on in. You go in, you fight the boss, and you move on. Now, whenever you're done with Ick and Crick, some groups... I've seen some mistakes happen with this gargoyle being pulled. If you want to just gate out, all you gotta do is come over here and put a super small gate right here. You just soul burn a gate, whatever, put a gate, toss a gate right here. There you go, bang, and you're out. That skips any potential, oh, I pulled the gargoyle, I wasn't looking kind of thing, and that solves that issue for you. That's skip number 2. Now, I have heard there's a third skip somewhere in here along this mountain, like to be able to just, I think it's like over here, and you're able to like skip the trash here, and or possibly up here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I haven't been able to find it. Like I said, if I can, I'll put it in the video, but honestly, I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I don't believe Metro is aware of it either, and it's sort of like this. It doesn't count because obviously one full gate. If it's discovered at some point, heck yeah. But I don't believe a Warlock can do it on their own. All right, now when it comes to Maisara Caverns, there's really only one gate skip that's like a substantial, hey, you can skip trash kind of relevant gate. There's some used at the end instead of like rings of peace and things, like skip along the bridge and stuff. For the most part, that's like just whatever. This is one of the bigger ones that Mr. Baby Brain Locke sent me a couple days ago. Also, I haven't seen it until I asked, hey, do you know any skips in here? He said, I know one. So basically, I'm right here on the left-hand side. You spawn in here. You either go left, basically just turn your... We went left, turn your camera. Left or right. We just cleared a pack, which is sitting right about here. As long as you clear this pack, you should be able to walk up right about in this corner. Right about here. I believe right about here. And then put a gate down. And as long as you can get this gate right about here, you can slam that and gate right through here, which allows you to basically skip this Keen Headhunter pack with this Eagle, this pack right here. And honestly, if you want to skip this pack, you probably can too, and just jump down into the arena. Now, there's a lot of trash you're skipping here you have to make up later on at some point, but if you want to skip this pack, which is quite annoying, and or the side pack, the pat, so on and so forth, do so. Follower dungeons, they can't do it, but I have confidence that you guys can. All right, and when it comes to Magisters Terrace, there's basically 2 skips that I know of in here. This is a VOD, but it's fine, all the same. So we'll actually start with the first one here. This is number 2. It's not, the first one really isn't a skip. It's like a similar to Nexus Point, where you save a little bit of time. This is going to be second boss, Saron Sunlash. When this boss dies, you have to basically walk along the side of the room, right here, up the side, click the staff, then channel. And it might not seem like a whole lot, but this is like a 5 or 6 second save. Put a gate down, get up here, bang, you're clicking. Versus having to walk around, you're reaching it right about now, and you begin channeling, right? This saves time. No reason not to. Simple, utility, all the above, very easy. So I call it like gate skip, I guess gate utility number 1. Second skip here, this is an actual skip, and this is a pretty decent one. So when you are heading up the stairs, heading to the last boss, the Gentrius in here, there's going to be like this pack at the top of the stairs, to avoid terrors and stuff, depending on what you pull from downstairs and all that. There's going to be these 2 large ads over here. I forgot what they're called. They're the big void walkers. So you can skip this with a gateway. All right, I'm going to angle my character here. You might see me put it down in a second. Yep, I'm running out right now. Gate and bang, there you go. So there's that Shadow Rift Void Caller and Devouring Tyrant over there. As long as you put a gate here, far enough from them being over there, you will not body pull them. So the gate needs to be between these pillars here, right about there, give or take. It can go a little higher, I think, too. It's very important here, and I want to emphasize you cannot mount here. So you want to make sure you don't have your fire dog active, or if you do, pray to God he doesn't fire pulse on the ads, because your pets will run through here. If there's cleaving or AoE, I've seen DKs pull them, I've seen Demolocks pull them. It can be a little annoying. So gate goes down basically. I'm getting rid of my pet, waiting for dogs to expire, and then I slam it, because there's a little bit of run time, right? My imps are running down there. Where they're going, I have literally zero idea. I see them running down the stairs somewhere here and gives me a heart attack. But like, fire dog's here. Here's my remaining duration on Dreadstalkers. I dismiss my pet here. He's gone. I gate now, it's fine, because they're going to despawn in a second. They got to walk around. Watch my imps and watch them walk down the stairs. I'm not sure where they're going or what they're doing, but they're on a mission, and we're letting them go. But thankfully, nothing pulled here. No unholy DK pets pulling, no demon pets pulling, and we are through. And that is a tried and true actual skip that you can use in Magisters Terrace. Okay, and I have one final skip for you in Seat of the Triumvirate. This is from Baby Brain. He provided this clip. Very nice. Thank you for him. Credit to him. Check out his stream, everything as well. His channel on YouTube also. Very good content creator. A good friend of mine as well. This is from his 21C earlier. I know this gate skip. I don't have any footage of me doing it. So he provided this. Very nice of him. All the above. So they are heading to the third boss, Viceroy. Now, this is before basically you enter his room. There's like the center path here, which you can see sort of on the map right there. They're off to the side here on the left. Once this pack dies, there is a gate skip right here. His cursor's already there. Now, you can do this with like a mammoth mount and things too, apparently similar to the skip you had in Maharload at the start, like a year or so ago, whatever. But bring a Warlock. We're good. We can gate. There's the gate. Bang, bang right there. And you'll get up there when this pack dies. The cool thing about this, like we said, can be done with a mammoth without a Warlock and things as well, but a lock makes it easy. And by mammoth, I mean like multi-person mount, kick the vendors out, people can climb in and hop over it and stuff, but gate is there to there, and once this Riftstalker dies, the gate is going to be taken. Mounting before, very important as well. Be sure to mount here because pets will indeed not pull if you're mounted for the most part. Mount up, hop in, get across, waiting on Charhound, very smart. I believe that's what he's doing, very smart. Expires. Bang, there's the gate. Very smart. And there you go. So you walk along here, skipping these destroyer packs, or a pack, whatever, able to hop over here, and then jump right on into the boss room with ease. So, yeah, that's that. And once again, I want to mention this video, there could be a couple other things and skips I didn't know or mention here. There probably are, honestly. I might have missed some. But regardless, hopefully this helped you out a little bit. If there are more skips and things that I might have missed out on, feel free to put them down below. I'll pin them, all stuff. There might even be more found over the next few days or weeks. And all that, but I want to make some videos on like lock utility and M+, breaking down like gates, probably next videos on like curses and dispels, like for Imp and Fell Hunter, pretty relevant with like Demo playing Fell Hunter a bit now. Also, maybe like some circle stuff, demonic circle, soul edge circle play, all that. You can negate a lot of things, like the chains as well in here with that. So we'll see where it goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like and sub helps out a ton, and check out the stream on Twitch, and I'll catch you all again soon. Yeah. Peace.